Who really is Muse in Marvel's universe? Today we're diving deep into the dark and twisted world of one of Marvel's most enigmatic and controversial characters, Muse. If you thought you knew all the villains lurking in the shadows of the Marvel universe, think again. Muse isn't your typical bad guy. He's a mysterious figure whose gruesome artistry leaves both heroes and readers equally intrigued and disturbed. But who exactly is Muse? What drives his macabre creations? And why has he become such a significant figure, especially in the lives of heroes like Daredevil? In this video, we'll unravel the enigma that is Muse, exploring his origins, abilities, key storylines, and the profound impact he's had on the Marvel Universe. So, buckle up as we embark on this journey into the mind of one of Marvel's most chilling villains. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all things Marvel. Muse made his chilling debut in Daredevil Vol. 5 No. 11 back in 2016, brought to life by the creative duo of writer Charles Soule and artist Ron Garney. His introduction came at a time when the Marvel Universe was exploring the complexities of its heroes and villains, delving into darker themes and more mature storytelling. From the get-go, Muse stood out. Unlike many characters whose backgrounds are well documented, Muse's past is shrouded in mystery. We know very little about where he came from or what led him down his gruesome path. Some hints suggest he might be an Inhuman given his extraordinary abilities, but even that isn't fully confirmed. What we do see is a relentless figure, driven by an insatiable need to create art, no matter the cost. His works aren't crafted from paint and canvas, but from the very fabric of life itself, often using his victims as both medium and message. This macabre approach places him at odds with the heroes of New York City, especially Daredevil. At the time of his introduction, the Marvel Universe was grappling with the aftermath of events like the Inhuman Terrigen Mist Crisis, which may have played a role in Muse's emergence. His actions reflect the chaos and uncertainty of a world adjusting to new realities, making him a timely and unsettling addition to the roster of Marvel villains. Visually, Muse is as unsettling as his actions. He sports a ragged, homemade costume that adds to his eerie presence. One of his most distinctive features is the lack of eyes, or rather the appearance of empty eye sockets, which gives him a haunting visage. His attire is often splattered with paint and blood, symbolizing his deadly artistry. When it comes to abilities, Muse is no ordinary human. He possesses superhuman speed and agility, allowing him to move swiftly and strike before his victims have a chance to react. This prowess suggests he might have undergone terrigenesis, hinting at Inhuman lineage. But perhaps his most dangerous trait is his twisted genius. Muse sees the world differently, perceiving beauty in chaos and destruction. His artistic talents are undeniable, albeit horrifying. He's able to create massive installations overnight, often turning crime scenes into gruesome displays that challenge societal norms and ethics. Psychologically, Muse is a complex character. He's obsessive, driven by a compulsion to express himself through art at any cost. His sense of morality is skewed. He doesn't adhere to conventional notions of right or wrong. Instead, he operates on his own set of rules, viewing his actions as necessary for the sake of creation. This makes him unpredictable and exceptionally dangerous, as he lacks the usual motivations that heroes can exploit. Muse's most significant impact comes from his chilling encounters with Daredevil. Their paths cross when a series of gruesome murders and disappearances plague New York City. Victims are found turned into elaborate art pieces, catching the attention of the NYPD and Daredevil himself. One of the most memorable story arcs is the Dark Art storyline. Here, Muse kidnaps Blindspot, Daredevil's protege, and blinds him, turning him into a living sculpture. This personal attack forces Daredevil into a tense confrontation. The battle of wits and strength between Daredevil and Muse is intense, pushing the man without fear to his limits. Muse's ability to outmaneuver Daredevil showcases his physical prowess and cunning mind. Muse doesn't just tangle with Daredevil. He also comes into conflict with the Inhumans, particularly Reader, an Inhuman with the ability to bring what he reads to life. Muse targets Inhumans, using them in his art to send a message about the state of the world and the place of superpowered beings within it. One of Muse's most notorious acts is the creation of a massive mural made from the blood of his victims, depicting scenes that reflect societal tensions and criticisms of heroism. These installations aren't just crimes, they're statements that force heroes and civilians alike to confront uncomfortable truths. Throughout these storylines, Muse challenges heroes on multiple levels. Physically, he's a formidable opponent, but it's the moral and ethical dilemmas he presents that make him truly dangerous. He doesn't seek power or wealth. His motivations are purely driven by his artistic vision. This unpredictability keeps heroes like Daredevil on edge, as traditional methods of dealing with villains often fall short. Muse's actions have far-reaching consequences in the Marvel Universe. His gruesome crimes put immense pressure on law enforcement and the superhero community to protect civilians from threats that defy conventional understanding. For Daredevil, the encounters with Muse are transformative. They force him to question his methods and the very nature of justice, adding layers to his character development. Societally, Muse's art instills fear and unrest among the residents of New York City. His installations become public spectacles, sparking debates about freedom of expression versus public safety. This tension adds depth to the narrative, highlighting how a single individual can challenge societal norms and the rule of law. From a meta perspective, Muse has made a significant impact on readers and critics. His introduction was met with a mix of fascination and horror. Many praised the character for bringing a fresh and disturbing edge to Marvel's lineup of villains. Others found his methods too extreme, igniting debates about the portrayal of violence and art in comics. Muse isn't just a villain, he's a symbol of the complexities surrounding art and morality. His character embodies the debate over whether the pursuit of art justifies any means. Through Muse, Marvel explores the fine line between creation and destruction, challenging readers to consider the ethical limits of artistic expression. His gruesome artworks serve as a mirror to society, forcing characters and readers to confront uncomfortable realities. For instance, his murals often depict the darker side of heroism, suggesting that heroes may not be as virtuous as they seem. This provokes thought about the consequences of superpowered actions on ordinary lives. Muse raises philosophical questions about the value of life and the cost of beauty. Is it acceptable to sacrifice a few for the sake of what one perceives as a greater aesthetic? His character doesn't provide easy answers, but instead invites ongoing reflection and discussion. So who really is Muse in Marvel's universe? He's a complex antagonist who defies easy categorization, a blend of artist, philosopher, and killer. Muse stands apart from other villains due to his unique motivations and the profound ethical questions he raises. His confrontations with heroes like Daredevil add depth to the narrative, pushing characters to their psychological limits. Muse's enduring intrigue lies in his ability to challenge not just the heroes within the comics, but also the readers themselves. He forces us to ponder the nature of art, morality, and the sacrifices made in the name of expression. As Marvel continues to evolve, characters like Muse remind us of the nuanced storytelling that keeps fans coming back for more. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into one of Marvel's most enigmatic characters. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the Marvel Universe. Let us know in the comments below your thoughts on Muse and which characters you'd like us to cover next. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and stay marvelous.